All right, guys, we are back. The one, the only BOK. I know it's been a while. I feel like y'all probably think that part 3 was never gonna come, but indeed, here we are. It's been a week. Most of you guys don't know on the side, I tend to work at a golf course too, part time. So last weekend I was out there all weekend long. But good to be back, feeling good. Another great night out. And part 3 is here, and I don't know what just rolled up. Y'all guys are gonna appreciate this one, especially you car lovers. What we got out there? Way in the back there. Let's see if we can get a zoom. Not zooming. Looks like an orange Lambo out there though. Gotta be parking all the way out there. That's a CJ on 32 move, if you know what I mean. So. But yes, here we are. I am back, and we are gonna talk part 3 tonight. Ooh, I love it. Part 1 was obviously payment history. Part 2 were the amounts owed, and now part 3 is your length of credit history. I'd say in general, when it comes to length, the longer you got a history on credit, it'll be positive, but it doesn't mean that you have to have a long credit history to have a good FICO score. So with that being said, it's again the old tale of whenever you open that first credit card, make sure you guys keep that open no matter what. I don't care if it's something that you opened 10 years ago and you never use it now. If you've got that card open, it's been open for 10 years and everything else is relatively new, guys, when you close that card, or if you let that card close by the creditor or something, your score is going to be impacted. So with that being said, tip number 1 on that is set up one thing on that credit card. I got my oldest credit card. When did I open it? I opened it in 2006, so it's been 15 years on that thing, and the only thing I got going to it is my iPass. It replenishes once a month, and cool, I keep it active. But with that being said, we got to make sure you keep that open. The other things that we got a car show going on out here? Dang. With that being said, your score also takes into account, everything as far as the age of your oldest account, how long specific accounts have been established, and how long it's been since you've actually used those accounts. So, with that, again, make sure those old ones you're using them, because if you're not using them, your score is going to be impacted. So, moving right along, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth. Let's go with it. All right, guys. So as I mentioned, age is a big part of credit, but it doesn't matter who you are. Sooner or later, everybody's gone through the process of they've had to get their first credit card, and when you don't have any credit out there for lenders to deem if you're going to be good or not, how do you go about it? Well, let's see. Step 1. I got 2 suggestions. One, first and foremost, if you've got someone who has good credit and they're willing to put you as an authorized user on an account, have them do that. An authorized user, you have the ability to use the card, but you are not responsible for any of that. So you better be looking for someone who's a good friend, who you wouldn't, necessarily screw over or anything like that, because, like I said, they are going to basically be taking a chance on you. So hopefully you take the chance and reward them. They're helping you out, so in return, don't stick it to them. Your second option that you can do, obviously, is you can always apply for a secured credit card. So what that means is you're going to provide cash up front. Let's say you're looking for $1,000 credit card limit. You're going to provide $1,000 in cash. You're going to use that as collateral, and FICO scores are going to look pretty much at secured cards as they are the same any other unsecured card. And secured cards also get reported to the bureaus as well. So that'll be the 2 ways that you can really get started to help build credit and get that age of credit going. I think the last thing too, when it comes to length of credit and everything, is you need to adopt a mindset as part of your credit strategy. So, use your card. Kind of goes back to the part 2 utilization video. Use your card, keep the balances low and everything like that, and pay on time. And if you do, obviously you're going to find yourself on the road to building a better score, and thus down the road it'll be easier to get things. So And lastly, when it comes to accounts and history and age, as I said at the beginning of the video, when you get to that point where you need to deem, whether or not to keep your card open, look at when you opened it. Look at the date it was open. Look at how long you've had it. Add it into all your other card history and see if it's going to have an impact. It may have taken you 5 years to pay off a card and it's got a high interest rate, but and now your thoughts are, well, I just want to close this thing because it was killing me. But if it's been out there for a while, you may want to, like I said, take the suggestion of putting something small on it, have it hit once a month, pay it off, and just keep it active, once every, quarter or something like that. So those would probably be my tips for the account length, I guess I'm going to call it, credit history length. We'll just keep going. I know part 3 was a long journey I had from part 1 and 2. Things have been busy. It's been nuts. Glad to be back. And as we always like to close out, it's going to be okay. Later.